It's Enrique from Canine Perspective. We have Pepper, 20-day daycare in training. Today's her first day. Right now she's got a flat collar and a e-collar on. This is 3500. It's got 127 levels. She came with a prong, but we're gonna for now we're just gonna be using the flat collar only. So in this video, we're going to be going over connection level, perception level, and working level. So this has 127 levels. We're going to be going up and up until we see, so we're going to start low and work our way up until we see a level, a certain kind of concern that Pepper shows, and then we're going to be using that number for our training. So right now, the environment right now, there's puppies playing. Well, they're just kind of like resting right now. There's puppies in the playpen. It's quiet. It is hot, and we just got back from the pack walk. So those are all things to take into account. I say this, I'll explain all that later, but I just wanted to tell you the environment right now. So 3500 is fitted very snug on Pepper's neck. The box, we really just want it around here in this area. Right now it's on her left side right here. So right now we're going to find the connection level. Connection level is when the two contact points are making contact with the neck, so you'll see a muscle twitch. That lets you know you have connection. Perception, you're still getting that connection, but now Pepper looks around, maybe looks down or up or wherever. She just shows, like she feels it and she's like, what was that? And then working level is when we see a shift in her body and her behavior. So if she's here, she could just sit down, or she can lay down, or she can move to my right side, or just show more concern, trying to turn it off or get rid of it. So yeah, we're going to start at 5. And when I say tap, 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 I've tapped 3 times. Tap, 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 tap. I've tapped that however many times, along with the rhythm I give. So right now, I'm going to give tap, 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 nothing. Put a 10, tap, 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 nothing. 15, tap, tap, tap. I see connection. Tap, tap, tap. That was 20. I'm going to 25 now. So I'm going up in increments of 5 and giving 3 taps. Tap, tap, tap. 30, tap, tap, tap. So there's perception. She looked to her left side, then she looked to her right. So I'm going to go to 35, tap, there we go. 33, tap. So we're going to leave it at 33 for now. In this environment, 33 is a working number. If you go out to the park or somewhere where there's much more going on than right now in the facility, it might be higher, it could be the same. The number's always going to be changing. Eventually, you'll see a range, and then you'll just have that number ready, or if it makes it easier, always find the number right away. In the beginning, you want to always find the number. Eventually, you'll just start to know what her number and the range is. But yeah, so you want to do this exercise every time before you take Pepper out, or before you do training. What else? But yeah, don't get married to a number. Like this is 33 out of 127. If it was really hot and you're in a big park, there's lots of things going on, you could be very high. If you ended up at 100, that 100 is the 33 we have today. It's the same thing. So don't get too attached to it. And then if you ever, so I have it very snug. If you ever like are finding the number and you're just not even seeing the contact, you can go ahead, make sure it's on, touch the box, press the pager. If you feel the vibration, it's on. And then if you want, you can refit it more snug, high up behind the ears. But then you would want to start back down to like 5 or 10 and work your way up again. So you want to restart the process over. If you ever refit, or if you ever need to fit the e-collar tighter or shift it. And that is the working number video. Hi, it's Enrique from Canine Perspective. Today we have Pepper. Today's her first day on the Daycare and Train program. She got 20 days. Today we're going to be covering the heel command. So this is the beginning and how we teach the heel on the first day and first time for the heel. So right now I'm at 33. I'm going to dip down to 30 actually. For the heel command, how we teach it for the first class or two, we start walking. Pepper is going to be on my left side. I'm going to give about that much slack. So it's like a J. I don't want, if I had a longer leash, I wouldn't want it down here or up here. So I don't want it up here or like very, very tense right here. Because we want her to make the mistakes with the slack and then correct with the e-collar. We don't want it too low because then she's going to keep stepping over it and then we're going to keep pausing and fixing it and fixing it and fixing it. So we want it right aligned with that armpit, right up there. And then, so yeah, the heel command is walk me, stay with me, sit when I stop. That's the end goal. So we're going to start doing that today. She's going to be on my left side. And then when I walk, we're just going to assume she's going to pass. Once her right shoulder passes my left leg, I'm just going to do a 180 and start tapping until Pepper comes back to my leg. If she comes back, no tapping. If she passes again, I do another 180 and start tapping. Working number is very important for this session so we can get this done faster. So I shouldn't be turning too much. But again, if she passes, 180, tap until she aligns with me. If Pepper goes to my right side, because you want her on the left side, I'll grab the leash high up, keep walking. It's important to be fluid. So keep walking and then tap, tap, tap. I'm not tapping, but I'm just, for example, I would tap to my left side. If she lags, I pick up my speed and then tap. If she forges or goes ahead of me, 180 and tap. And her right shoulder should be aligned with my left leg as it is now. So right now, just gonna start it. Tap, tap. 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 Slow. Passing tap. 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 Plus, thank you. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap. tap, tap. Tap, tap. Slow down to a stop. So, it didn't take long because we had that right number. I ended up going up to 37 because when we started, she was shooting up because the first few taps were because she was lagging. And then when I tapped, she shot immediately. And then I noticed that I wasn't getting that same reaction, so I just bumped it up to 37. While I was at 30, bumped it up to 33, then I went to 37, and I saw more concern. You would want to find the working number before you did the heel, you would practice the heel command. So, but if you're in that situation, go ahead and bump it. But yeah, so I tapped. You saw her go to the right, tap, put her to the left. She lagged, tap, made her come forward. She went ahead a few times, I tapped, did a 180. And then she sat right next to me when I slowed down to a stop. So the auto sit is part of the heel. When I take 5 steps, she takes 5 steps. And when I stop at that 5th step, she's to sit and then wait until my left leg continues. We have not taught the auto sit. She just kind of gave it to me because of her attention and then all the discipline behind the e-collar. So she's just she's just getting my attention. If she was not to stop or sit when I stop, I would lift up, give pressure up, and then tap until she put her, so I'm up, tap, tap, and then once she puts her butt down, I release tension and I stop tapping. So I'm gonna go over real quick, the heel, tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Slow turn, tap, tap. Unload it to 33. Slow turn, good. Slow to stop. So right here, she's not sitting, so tap. There we go, heel. Slow to a stop, tap. So right here, tap, 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 tap. There we go. I didn't want that sitting behind me because when I stopped, I tapped and sit. She did that, so I wanted her right here. Once she's in position, I release pressure and stop tapping. So real quick, go do the heel again. So heel. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, down 30, oh, 30. Tap, good. did really good at the end. She did kind of panic a little bit, shooting too fast, and going ahead. But she corrected herself at the end. I went down to 29. But all those were good. Canine Perspective, today we're going to be going over left turns and right turns into the heel. So right now she's on break. I'm going to be going over the left turns first. So when we're in heel, she's obviously on my left side, right shoulder aligned with my left leg. For the turns and for the stops, we always slow down. So you'll hear me pointing out just to remind everyone, we always slow down before the turns. So when I do the left turns, I'll slow down, lead with my right leg, a very sharp turn. I'm going to use the sidewalk as a reference. So I'll be hugging to the right. And for a left turn, it's going to be right, left, right. Do it again. So heel, slow to a stop or slow down. Right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right. So those are the leg movements. So I'm going to go ahead and do it with the pepper heel. Here, slow down. Right, left, right. Slow down. Right, left, right. Slow down. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. Tap. Slow to a stop. Tap. Tap. So we slow down and we lead with the right leg, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, yeah. And then if we slow down and Pepper doesn't slow down with us because she's supposed to be at our pace, or if there's no slowdown on Pepper's end, then we just do a 180 and tap. Because she should be paying attention, so that slowdown allows us to see if Pepper's paying attention or not. I'm going to do a right turn now. So the right turn is going to be a pivot on the left leg. So it's going to be, so we're walking, we slow down, we're going to extend the left leg, go back on the right, and then continue back with the left. So heel, slow down, left, right, left, tap, tap, tap. Left, right, left, left, tap, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, tap, left, right, left. Slow down, left, right, left, left, right, left. And I'm going to do a left turn real quick, right, left, right. I'm going to mix it up. Right, left, right. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. Left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, slow down to a stop. She was doing good. I did, I guess the contact points got good contact at one point, and then she kind of panicked and shot to the dirt. But I lowered my number to, I'm at 6 now, and I continued to keep working with her. You shouldn't be tapping on the turns, really. If you're turning and she's kind of slowing down and lagging, tap and then keep moving forward, just so she can catch up. So the slowdowns are very important, because if you're going for a long walk with Pepper and you just stop or you just turn, she's most likely going to keep going forward. If you do the left turn, you're most likely going to end up kneeing her in the side or like in the stomach area, and then she's going to flip around. So the slowdown lets her know that a change is going to happen. So she is paying attention at that heel, so she's to slow down with you. So when you slow down, she slows down, then she starts to pay attention to what's going to happen now. She's going to use her peripherals to see what's going to happen. She's either going to see that right leg coming her way, a slowdown here, and then she's going to start with the left leg, and then she'll curve around once she sees our body movement. And then for the stops, we just stop after that slowdown. So those are the turns. Hi, it's Enrique from Canine Perspective. Today we're going to be going over the stay command with Pepper, our second day daycare and train. So I'm going to put her in the heel, and then I'll come back around. So heel. Slow down to a stop, and then she stops. I'm on a number 2, by the way. Although that panic was from 6, so I went down to 2. She seems to be doing better. So stay command. So right now she's not in a sit, she's in a heel. So to hold a position without saying sit, since he's already in the sit, I would say stay. Most of the commands have to imply stay, so just really use it for the heel command, unless, so she's in the heel, she's sitting, so our stay command will be to stay in that position she's in. So I would use my left hand, so stay, pivot out with the right foot, and hold the leash like this, so tap, tap, tap. So we don't want this. We don't want her to get here, because then she's going to think that's the answer. So heel. So it's important to have that extended arm to hold her in that position. So stay, pivot out with the right foot, and then I'll explain why later. That. There we go. That's much better. I had more leash to hold her back there, and then when I tapped, she just sat back down instead of coming to me, because the first thing she's going to think when I tap or move away is heel, because that's what we've been drilling out for the past few sessions. So this is different for her, so this is stay away from me instead of come to me. And then I'm going to do a little walk around. That was really good. If she gets up, the butt gets up from the ground, I stop and I do the same thing in the beginning where I held my leash up and tapped until the butt goes down. If she like swivels and like kind of turns like this, but her butt is still on the ground, I don't tap for that. She's very focused on me, and that will soon, will eventually go away. So real quick, I'll do it again. Stay, pivot out with the right foot. heel. Stay. Change directions. Good, do a return, heel. Slow down to a stop. Stay. Pivot out with the right foot. Good go. So she's doing good with that. This is my first time teaching her, but I believe she's had lessons prior, just a little bit with the e-collar training. But the pivoting out with the right foot is important because left leg is heel, and if we begin with the left leg, she's going to think like, oh, follow the left leg, and that's going to cause some confusion. So we want to keep it simple for her. Left is heel, right is stay. More advanced training, no words are said, there's no stay, it's just left leg is heel, right leg is stay, but we're just making it more easier for Pepper. Yeah, so other things you can advance this is using a long leash, or like I'll do right now, stay, not the long leash, but if she's still in the stay, I'll get praise. That. So that got her out of the stay command or the position, but she's still in the command. Give her praise. She thought about it there. And that is it. Yep, break. Today we're going to be going over the place command. This is one of the first things we teach when teaching the e-collar. So Pepper, we're going to be teaching Pepper the place command. So place is, I send Pepper here, so place, she goes there. And she's not allowed to step off the perimeter unless given a break command. So right now we're using a lifted dog bed. We have these at the facility, but you can use a yoga mat, towel, or whatever is convenient for you. So when we teach it first, we start, we take, little by little. So we're going to start real close, and what I'm going to do is use leash pressure and tap. So I'm going to say place, leash pressure, tap. Leash pressure to guide her there, not to drag her. So it's going to be very little leash pressure, and then tapping, and the e-collar is going to do all the work. And then once she goes there, no more tapping, and then break, and then we'll keep doing it. So that's just, we're going to be focusing on the send-off for the beginning part. Things to expect. Some dogs like to buck around and don't want to follow the pressure. They don't know what this is, so they don't want to go. But the e-collar is there to help us make the dog go. She might be resistant, panic, put the brakes on. But the most important thing is to work through that. And like the hardest one, and like when you're teaching something for the first time, the hardest one is always the first one. And then after the first one, she'll be flying there. So yeah, we want to start close. So I'm going to put my foot here just in case she starts to buck around. Place, tap, 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 tap. Or she might just do it, no bucking. Break. Let's do it one more time. Place, tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna bump up my number to 33. Break. Place. No tapping there. Break. She's getting comfortable with that distance, so I'm gonna increase my distance. Place. Tap, tap. Good, good. Break. Place. Tap. So she went, she stopped, gave her a tap, and then she shot there. Break. Place. Tap. So right here, she shot there. I stayed here. I didn't drag her with the leash. I let her do all the work. I let her make the decision to go there. Because if I started dragging her with the leash, that becomes part of the command, and we want her to just hear the word, hear the cue, and just go there by herself. We don't want to help her eventually. So that's just send off. So I've been doing it just from this side. If I were to do it on this side or any other side, I would want to start close again and then work my way over here. Just because if you start this far from that side or that side, it's going to be hard for her because she's never practiced it on that side. She's never seen that picture, or she's never been in that position before, so she won't recognize it. But yeah, the break command is the only thing that is telling her to get off. Right now she's in a down. It doesn't matter if she's in a down, sit, standing, chewing in a bone or anything. She just needs to be on the perimeter, on the bed. She cannot get off. So right now, I'm going to do a little walk around for duration work to see if she will get up from me moving. I'm going to have my leash like this. If she were to get up, I can easily correct her with the leash and then start tapping off the bed. I don't care if she sits or stands. I'll give her some praise because she's doing good. Yep. She's still in place command, so she still needs to stay there. And then I'll give her a break command. Break. And for the break command, I'm not tapping or anything. I'm just initiating a word. So if she does this and you want to practice, I don't want her to do it before I start tapping and give her the cue, because I want her to learn. And if she's going there by herself, it gives her something to teach. So place, tap. There we go. Break. So for our new side, start close. Place. Break. Place. Tap. Break. Good. Place. Break. Place. Tap. There we go. One tap. Break. Her foot came off, but that was because I was petting her. Place. Break. Place. Tap. Dip down. Back to 30. Tap. 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 Tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Tap, tap. Give her some sweet talk. Tap. There. That was a really good one. She stepped off, tap, retracted the paw, and then she decided to sit because she's like, well, I can't get off. So I might as well sit. Break. So I sent her, and then place, tap. I sent her, and I started really working that break command, tap, 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 tap. I started working the break command, so she's, oh, hop on, hop off, hop on, hop off. And then I didn't say break, and then she prematurely braked herself. So when she got off, I started seeing more of her getting off and trying to understand it. So that gave me an opportunity to teach her and to start tapping every time she stepped off. And then eventually she did a one paw tap and then retracted it. So she's starting to get the concept of it, of the not hopping off part and the duration work. So after this, we're going to start doing more duration work. She's going to be on the placemat, tethered up to a column. It's enough leash for her to make mistakes, but not enough for her to get tangled. It's not too tight for her to get choked up or not be able to move, so we give enough slack for her to hop off so that we can correct it, but not enough for her to get too far from it. And then she'll be there for most of the day, just doing duration work that helps Pepper. But yeah, if you, so yeah, that's what we're going to start now. And that's it. Hi, it's Enrique from Canine Perspective. Today we're going to be going over the down and sit command. Pepper, she's a daycare and train. She's on the e-collar, and we're outside today. So for down, what I'm going to do is use leash pressure, use my foot like so, and then I'll pair it with my hand. And then just ease her into it. That was a 2, and this is I'm going to go down to a 1. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep pressure here. Use the leash pressure at the bottom of the neck to pull her down, and my hand just to give her pressure on the shoulders to continue to go down. And then the e-collar will be the one to use the force for me. I'm not going to be so forceful with it. And then I'm going to refrain from using the command, the word down, just because it means nothing right now, and we want to condition the actual down before we give it a name. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Break. So right there, for the first one, she kind of got up or she stood up from her sit and backed away. I put her back in the sit, and then she went down. I don't care if she holds it down. She got up immediately, that's fine. I just care that she went down with that amount of pressure. So again, tap, tap. There she's went down. Yes, you can see. Break. I'm not tapping yet. So tap, tap, there. Break. Tap, tap, break. So 1 is pretty strong for her. I would like to have less power from the e-collar. But I'm just pushing her shoulders down like this very lightly. I'm not forcing, I'm just going down the way her body would fall into it down is the folding. So I'm going along with that, her body mechanics. So tap, tap, tap. Break. I'm not so much using the leash anymore for pressure down. I'm just having my foot on the leash so she doesn't get too far behind me. Tap, tap, tap. Break. So I'm just gonna keep drilling that action of going down for a little bit. Because I don't, I'm not at the stage yet where I can say the word down as she goes down. Tap. Break. Tap. Break. Things that I was expecting, I was maybe expecting her to buck around, or it might have been too much pressure because that 1 is pretty strong for her. But right now I'm just using the leash pressure, tap, and she goes immediately to the down. Break. So now since I see progress being made with how fast she's going down with the pressure, I'm going to start using the word. Down, tap. Good girl. So right there, I said down, tap. I didn't even get to do the leash pressure and she already went down. Down. No tapping for that. She just went down. Break. We'll do it again. Down. Tap. Good. There's a distraction now. Little chihuahuas outside. So right here, tap, tap. Break. Down, tap, tap. There we go. And then for the sit command, break. I'll do it from the down command. The leash and the e-collar is basically just up and tap, kind of like if she gets up from a stay. So right here she's sitting, so down, tap. So she's down for sit. I'd use leash pressure pulling her up and then pair it with the e-collar with however many taps it needs for her to get up. So it'd be tap, leash pressure's done, no more tapping. Down. Sit. No tapping, no leash pressure. Down. Tap. Heel. down. So she was starting to go down. I didn't tap. I tapped right there when she kind of paused so she could finish it. Sit, tap, and there she goes. So that's a down and sit command. It's good we're outside because there's a lot of distraction. There's a dog running. Oh, not a dog running, but there's a dog right here. There's a chihuahua right there. The wind, the traffic. But she's good. She did good with the down. Like I said, it's just the foot on the leash, pulling her down, pressure going down, pair of tap, so down, tap. If she was in a sit and she didn't go down, I would then use leash pressure and e-cod to tap it since we are early. So right here, tap, 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 tap. There she goes. I think she got free from a little fly or a bug. Great. So she saw the fly. It got her to stand up. I was on 1, and we saw how 1 did with her, and it wasn't facing her. She was distracted by the fly, so I raised it up a little bit. I'm on 4 now, and then I started tapping, and then I got her away from the fly, but I continued tapping for the down at 4, and that's when I saw the panic. But then eventually she completed it at my feet. So we want to work through the distractions, little things as a fly versus a dog, anything that is a distraction for Pepper, work through that. That's good that happened, I'm glad. And then that's it.